from a drab, boring person to over-made up exotic person. And then I'm ready to hit the stage. Glamour!
Hi, George!
Sorry about Princess Di.
I never really thought I'd do this, but here I am touring with Culture Club for the first time in about 15 years. I don't know what's going to happen. The last time we toured it was mayhem, but we're older and wiser now. I'm sure it'll be okay. This tour is completely dysfunctional. Roy, you're a
It's quite interesting, isn't it? Let's be honest. Turn the camera.
fuck you, huh?
You've got some, very large personality in this band. It's kind of not easy to get your point across.
When you're touring, the gig is the highlight of your day, really. It becomes the most important thing you do. It's the focus of all your thoughts. You just think of nothing else, really. Well, we've just come off stage in Jersey, and it was a pretty shit gig, I have to say. Roy was playing the piano completely out of tune during Victims in the last verse, and I was howling like a cat. Roy is dead meat when I get my hands on him, I'm telling you. Nah, you're not. Okay, Roy, I want an explanation about the piano on Victims, please.
Nothing wrong with the piano, bitch.
Out of tune.
Well, it wasn't me.
It was.
I never hear
It wasn't else.
You got dancing.
No, there was something.
The first verse was out of tune.
Was it in transpose?
Guilty.
This is the start of a miracle, because I thought we'd do Just Want to Be Loved.
No, I did fuck that up, but you did fuck up the piano in Victims.
No, I didn't,
sorry.
mate.
You did. Guilty, guilty,
I swear I
guilty,
didn't.
guilty.
Well, you didn't hear a band called On Victims, did you?
Yes, it did.
I didn't hear. But if it was,
You're back, mate! You've got me back!
I think one of the worst things about touring is the endless amount of time spent on the tour bus. It's so boring. In the old days it was all rock and roll excesses, but now it's backgammon and biscuits. Sad but true. Well, I'm getting ready for tonight. I don't think it's going to be that full, but I'm looking forward to it. I sang really well last night. It was really good to play to a real crowd, real fans who knew the songs. It was lovely, and it started raining and everyone stayed, which was a good thing as well. And this is my 10th week without alcohol. Are you impressed? You should be. It's kind of weird touring with John again. There's been a couple of tense moments, but we're trying to be very grown up about it, very 30-something.
Take no further action against the president.
after
Enough about fucking Bill Clinton. We're here, and this drama is just like taking over the whole of America. Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, boring, waste of fucking public money. And we have our own Bill Clinton scenario going on in this band. I picked up this press plaque from the tour yesterday, and there was this interview with John Moss with the Washington Observer, and he's basically, it says, no one knew the price that tour was about to take better than Culture Club drummer John Moss. While Moss and Boy George had a professional working relationship, working with a capital W, at the time, rumours ran rampant in the British tabloids that the two were actually having an affair.
No.
It is an allegation that Moss denies to this day, and this is a quote from John Moss. George is one of those people who, if he says it's so, then even if it isn't so, it is. He won't let the facts get in the way of things. What a load of crap. Because if he's going to lie, can you get away from me a bit close? If he's going to lie about things, it's just really annoying, because it's like so contradictory and just a load of bollocks, basically. And basically, I banned John for doing interviews on the rest of this tour. Trying to stick to healthy eating on the road is just like a nightmare. Most of the time you haven't got time to kind of eat anything healthy, so you end up eating crap. Absolute rubbish like cheese and bread and chips and just everything that's bad for you. I woke up in a hideous mood this morning. I can't even think why I woke up in such a hideous mood, but I think it might have been the tuna melt that I had last night. It was disgusting. Food in America is vile, I'm sorry. It was like mounds of tuna and mounds of cheese, and they put it in the microwave, so it wasn't really a tuna melt, it was more like a tuna... What do you call that? tuna damp. It was a tuna damp.
Tuna damp.
As a vegetarian, food is a big deal for me, especially on the road. And in America, it's an absolute nightmare. So I had to do something about it. I decided to get myself a macro chef. Okay, show us your macro goodies. Come on.
Okay. Let's start with the blueberry muffin. Oh, yes. Amasaki sweet before. Okay, well, you can't see through here because they're freshly steamed.
Gorgeous.
And we have Amasaki blueberry muffins, so they're fab. This is tempeh tuna salad. This is miso soup for you tomorrow morning. Raisin oatmeal cookies, summer squash soup, which looks like it's a hummus. It actually looks like hummus, but it's really not. It's summer squash soup. It's been nicely labeled. It's pressure cooked medium grain, which of course is better for spring and summer. If I choose to make the move, you won't see this. Well, you were fab. She was all that. She was so all that. I'm all that.
She is all that.
That's so California. Say that. And I won't be drinking this
Gorgeous
cigarette.
lighting, actually.
Boy George can just like step aside, boyfriend. No pun intended, but step aside, boyfriend, because this girl's got it going on. She was like this. She did like this. The crowd, they lit the crowd. The crowd went wild over you.
Oh, they love all that sort of having.
But they love you.
They love it.
That was Jeanette there, and she was going to be the cook on the next leg of the tour, but I think she has just been fired. She just took herself out of a job.
I guess I didn't know.
We're in Philadelphia and I'm having serious makeup dramas. It's so fucking hot in this venue, my makeup is peeling off my face and I'm melting basically. I've had to borrow this huge industrial fan and I'm being a bit of a bitch today because I hate being hot. Which is kind of stupid because we're doing a summer tour in America and everywhere we've been it's been like tropical weather. Heat is the enemy of drag, and I am suffering big time with all the makeup on the face, the wigs, the hats, the clothes, and I'm not having a good day today. Show's in about an hour and a half, and it's going to be hideous out there because it's fucking boiling.
John's snare broke and he played better than he's ever played.
No, you didn't quite say that what you said when I came to the
You were steady as a rock.
Those girls down the front, I'm sure they were on ecstasy. They're all like touching themselves.
They were happy to see you.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't.
Did you have sex last night?
No.
Lion, I have pants on fire.
Bit of slag lag, but no sex.
Well, somebody gave you a blowjob.
That's what Casey thinks, but I told her no.
I thought you like when you stopped drinking and doing drugs, you became a better person.
I have become a better person.
On paper.
Yeah,
It's a knob a lot, mate.
Chasing young women around the country isn't being a bad person, is it?
It is.
It's been a bit of a cliche, isn't it?
This whole band's a cliche, isn't it?
It's now or never.
How does it feel to be back in a group as a band? I mean, I know there was the little unfinished business, as you said before. You sort of,
When I was speaking with Roy, everything's much better.
Yeah.
Well,
They're a load of queers, aren't they? And you straight away.
there's more and more press every day as this tour goes on because, I suppose because we're doing quite well, so in a way it's a good thing. And on the other hand, it's really annoying because although we sort of decided on this tour that the whole band would do the press, people don't want to talk to the whole band, they want to talk to me. So I'm basically getting out of bed, getting on the bus, and then I'm doing all these radio interviews. And then I'm getting to the gigs and there's like things being thrown at me that I didn't know anything about, and it's kind of getting on my nerves a bit really. I shouldn't complain really because it's my job, but having sort of been out of this kind of spotlight for a while, I realise all the things I really hate about it. It's 10:30 in the morning, we're going off to do a photo session with Q Magazine. I was woken up at 8:30 this morning by a lovely tour manager to do a radio interview. So I'm very grumpy. That the guilty party. And we're just waiting for Roy and Mikey. God knows why, because it's not like they dress up or anything. John must be crimping his eyebrows or something. What are you wearing for the photo session?
Sporty club.
You're just wearing that?
Yeah. Things are split. Yeah, man. I look great in this stuff. Fed up.
You?
Ponce out.
You sure?
Yeah, no. Every time I wear this stuff, I get late, so it's got to work, right?
There was a time when this band had style, but that is long ago.
Now we have Grace.
Who's she?
Styling Grace.
Comes Joan Moss. White jeans, not a good look for a woman of her age.
Bloody got up.
Do you know where Mikey is?
Mutar.
No. What was down there? Morning.
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 Mikey was so brilliant yesterday.
Mikey's putting his cocoa butter
First when
on.
he came down, he forgot his luggage.
Morning, Mikey.
Mikey, blue shirt.
Everything's ready.
Yeah, we're all ready, mate.
Mikey, always late, Craig.
I'm dressed at least. You guys are.
You look nice, Mikey.
Oh, yes, we are.
Hello, Mikey. How
Hey,
are
is
you?
that how you're going?
Mikey, I think we're the only two people with style in this band. Roy has given up.
I'm Sporty Club, mate.
John's gone brown.
Brown's brown. The new brown. Brown is the new brown.
Brown is the new brown.
Hi, Mum.
How's it going?
Going swimmingly, dear.
Marvellous.
We're on Dolly's trolley. Check it out. We just did this photo session. These people from Q came all the way from London to photograph us and interview us, and Roy acted like a total prima donna at the photo session. Couldn't be bothered, wore really boring, disgusting clothes, and I just had a row with him in the car because I think it's really unprofessional, you know. It's like, that's part of the process of being in a band, being photographed and interviewed, and however annoying it might be. I mean, it was boiling hot out there, but you know, you just don't behave like that. I just had a big row with him in the car because I think it's really unprofessional, and just pisses me off. I find the whole thing really annoying. It's like, you know, I'm supposed to be the star, get over it.
You know, I was just in a bit of a mood this morning for some reason. I'm sorry.
Well, none of us are in a very good mood. It's first thing
I
in
know,
the
you
morning.
know, it's a bit like when you went off without doing the encore, and I had a go at you.
Well, it's
So
not quite the same thing.
All right.
It's not quite the same thing when, you
I
know...
have an attitude with photos. You had an attitude about an encore. I had a go at you. You had a go at me. I love you. We're friends. You know.
But at the end of the day, Roy, you know, this is for you as well, do you know what I mean? It's not just like a joke. Is it?
Well, it's got to be fun, man. If you have fun.
When were photographs ever fun?
Exactly. So why do it?
Because they're part of the process. You know, you need publicity to sell records.
We have you, mate.
Yeah, but you know,
Why do you
it's
think-
like... Yeah, but you moan. If you're not in
Yeah,
the...
I don't moan. Have you heard me moaning about me not getting attention? Have you heard me moaning? I mean, I make bitchy comments, but I don't moan.
Well, what's the difference between moaning and making
Because
bitchy
bitchy comments is bitchy comments. It's not really caring. Believe me, George, I'm not doing this for my ego. I don't want to be there.
Yeah, but you know, if we're going to do the band, you know, I might as well, you know what I mean? If we're going to do Culture Club, we have to do Culture Club.
Well, of course, yeah. Otherwise, yeah.
I mean, I am doing quite a lot of interviews on my own, which I don't particularly want to do, you know, fucking first thing in the morning. You know, if anyone's got a reason to complain, I have.
I know. No, I appreciate that.
My man, Paris and cool Raoul. Cooler than the water in a swimming pool. I like the R to the A, the U, and the L. Pushing more power than a Duracell. I like the M to the A, the N, and the Y. The hip-hop method that you can't deny. So check out the beat and listen to the sound. And if you're from the Bronx, just boogie down.
Well, we're in New York now, and we've got a big show at Radio City tonight. Oh, I'm just doing an interview of myself. Can you fuck off? That was such a great crowd, though. God, that was like a Beatles gig. Yeah. It was so noisy. In fact, every time they screamed, I just couldn't hear anything. It was deafening.
Yeah,
it was so deafening. There's a lot of queers in there tonight. You can watch it on the gauge.
It was very nice up front watching all the men hand in hand and cuddling each other.
Well, there was loads of queers up front handling each other.
And having a snog.
Yeah. Well, snogging like this. Bowie and Mick Ronson. Well, didn't upset you, Roy?
No, it's nice, man. It's nice. For a few behind him as well, wasn't it?
Well, it's changed actually. I tell you, in the old days, you used to get very wound up about that gay thing.
Well, it's the 90s now, mate. You changed attitudes. It's your fault.
Which bag you going to Splash? Are you going to Splash?
on David Letterman's show, which went really, really good. We played live, and I did an interview with David Letterman, and I ate him alive. We can play now. And you know,
Yeah, what's that all about? Hey, what's that? What's that supposed to mean? Hey?
They were talking about the whole Monica Lewinsky thing, and I said that I would sleep with Bill Clinton if he asked me to. That made everyone laugh.
That was wicked. Boy George and Bill Clinton.
That was so
clever. Shag.
We leave New York tomorrow and continue the tour, but I think this trip in New York has been fantastic. Last day of the tour, and we're packing up and getting ready to go. All right, Z?
Yes.
Can you believe tomorrow's the last show?
I cannot believe it. It's gone so fast.
Don't worry, we'll be back soon, love.
Oh, yes.
When we first started touring in America, I have to be honest, I found it really difficult to be around John. He was, I don't know really, a lot of just his behaviour, his personality was really annoying me from time to time, but I don't know, I suppose I feel quite comfortable around him now. I suppose because I've just sort of accepted, look, you know, that's how John is, and we're really different people. I mean, even when we went out, we never really had that much in common, you know. I mean, I'm much more, I don't know really, I suppose I'm more needy in a different way. I'm not saying John isn't needy, but I'm probably needy in a different way, in a more obvious way. Whereas I find John these days has got very sort of introverted in a way. I mean, although he's noisy on the surface, he doesn't really give much away. You know, he's a bit of a joker. It was interesting because the other day our radio plugger, Mick, met John and he said, oh, he's a bit of a lad. And I think that's what John wants people to think, but that's not really what John's like. At least that's not how I know him. So it's very weird being around him when he's acting like one of the lads. You know, I find it very difficult. But then, you know, I do find that if I'm kind of more tolerant with John, he's a lot sweeter to me, and that makes things go better. What's the worst thing about this reunion?
Long press sessions. That's the worst thing about this reunion.
And what's the best thing about this reunion?
So far playing live. So far. I love playing live. The crowd's been great.
Do you hate doing TV and tours?
It's a little bit, I mean, I'm just not used to it. I've forgotten about all that. You know?
What's the worst thing about this reunion?
Well, the worst thing about the reunion? Travelling.
What's the best thing?
You.
Great. Mikey, what about you? What's the worst thing about this reunion?
Smoking.
Smoking? Smoking what?
Cigarettes, silk cut.
And what's the best thing about it?
The best thing about it is that we're still loved by thousands of people around, millions of people around the world.
That might be an illusion.
Oh no.
They love us, man! They remember us, man! They fucking love us, man! They remember us, man! We rock, dude! There's a part of me that doesn't want to admit that I'm enjoying this. There's a part of me that sort of resents being back in Culture Club. And yet, at the same time, I'm really enjoying it. You know, it's almost like I have to pinch myself occasionally and say, wow, you know, this is really exciting.